what do the founders mean to me? To me, the founders are an embodiment of what it means to have a good relationship with God and with the people around you, and they are role models, and they are people who we can aspire to be, and they also help us to bring out the best in ourselves and one another.
I didn't actually know anything about the Marianists or the Ursulines until I came to work at VASJ. But what I have come to know is that St. Angela was a Third Order Franciscan, which means that she and I share a love for St. Francis. And what I now know about William Joseph Chaminade is that he put an emphasis on the laity, meaning that the laity, it is important how we live out our faith and how we bring our faith to others. And that's exactly what I hope to do for the benefit of others as a campus minister.
The founders, they give you hope.
The founders remind me that I can have faith through adversities.
What the founders have taught me in my time at VASJ is more about community. I'm a very independent person and I generally don't really like to work with teams, but the founders have taught me a lot more about how important it is to be in community with others and what you can really learn from other people.
Something that St. Angela said that really has resonated with me, that I've carried with me in my professional life. I'm paraphrasing a bit, but she said that God could have picked someone better than you, but God picked you, so deal with it. And that's really helped me in my moments of self-doubt, knowing that I might not be the best person for the job, but this is what God has selected for me to do. And I hope that you can take some inspiration in that whenever you doubt yourself, that God still picked you anyway, and God has pretty good reasons for what he does. Have a great Founders Week.
The founders teach me to walk in the light of God.
It all starts with giving control over to God. So much today I struggle with, and I know younger students struggle with, wanting to have control and wanting to define what is good and evil, what is right and what's wrong, basically seizing their own autonomy. And this is where we get into a lot of trouble. What we need to be able to do is give control over to God, but to be able to do that, we need to know who he is, and that's a difficult thing. You need to build a relationship with him. And the way that we can build a relationship with them is what the Marianists and the Ursulines have taught us, is that through acts of community, through acts of kindness and giving, that you will actually be closer to God's presence and feel his love. That will build our faith in God, and that will let us know God and know that he is caring and kind and just and loving, and that ultimately will lead us onto the path that he has designed for us. So when I think about the Marianists and the Ursulines and what the founders think and believe, it just leads me in that direction of giving power over to God by doing acts of kindness.
When I think about our founders, I think about St. Angela. I think about what kind of woman she was. She was a strong woman, probably one of the strongest women I know. She inspires me to be a strong woman and a strong leader, and to really lead by example and see how that affects others.
The founders set an example of how to live life to the fullest extent.
When I think of what the founders mean to me, I think about our family spirit here at Villa Angela St. Joseph, as well as our ability to adapt and change, as we've seen so much this year.
To me, the founders mean an awful lot. Back when I was in college, I really got exposed to Father Chaminade, his teaching, his model of spirituality, and I decided this is a good model for my life. I really liked how he talked about the role of lay people. You know, people were serious about following God, but on the other hand didn't feel called to religious life. So that was a very significant part to me. I think also I have 4 daughters. So Angela Marici and her emphasis on helping women to develop their gifts, helping women to become leaders, that was something I wanted for my daughters, and coming here, I believe that really helped them to grow in that. I think the third thing that the founders mean to me is I think it gives our school a unique character. That, again, we are the only school in the world that has the dual charism, Marianist and Ursuline. And so I think that what those 2 models of spirituality bring really help us as a school to be unique and emphasize things that I think are really important for our students to learn.